errands done over the weekend, because today is kind of looking not so good for getting outside, Michelle.
Yeah, especially this morning. In fact, if you can wait a little while on the commute, it may be worthwhile, as we've got some very heavy rain moving through the area right now. In fact, tracking it all on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. I have our threat tracker for this morning in the medium category. Those downpours moving through. Local street flooding is going to be the main issue, and see about a half an inch to an inch of rain before the day is over. But it's right now through about 8-9 o'clock this morning that I expect the rain to be heaviest. And so you can see here across Kent County, down on 95 through South County, where the yellows, the oranges indicating the heavy rainfall. And I've been keeping an eye, threat tracker and lightning tracker turned on here this morning. No cloud to ground lightning strikes being picked up on live Pinpoint Doppler 12, but an embedded thunderstorm is possible. Here, this is all going to be pushing eastward, so headed towards 195 before the commute is over. So that's leading our weather headlines. Pretty active pattern this week. Several fronts going to be passing through. I don't think anything will linger or create a washout like what we're seeing for today, but some hit or miss thunderstorms certainly possible in the week ahead. And then it looks like an unsettled weekend, at least part of the weekend. I'll be keeping you updated on that, and I'll show you in the 7-day Futurecast. Westerly right now, 60 degrees with that heavy rain. The rain filling up that rain gauge quickly, picked up just under 0.2 of an inch of rain so far. And again, we see upwards of about an inch before the day is over. Warwick got a little less in the rain gauge so far there, about 0.07 of an inch of rain at 58 degrees. Cool and rainy morning in Seekonk. Picked up in the rain gauge there about 0.03 of an inch of rain so far. Here's the view from Oakland Beach. Rainy this morning. You see that over the Eyeway this morning. Actually, looking out towards Rhode Island Hospital, the roadway very wet here, and we're going to continue to see that. So your typically prone spots, areas that do see street flooding and heavier downpours. You're going to want to watch for that this morning as you travel through those areas. It's a warm front stalled to our south. This front's not going to go change much in its position through the daytime today. Low pressure will develop along that front, and that's going to keep the wet weather around for us this morning. Here's the rest of the morning looking rainy. This is 10 a.m. Still may be some pockets of heavier downpours. As we move to the afternoon, a lot of showers still around, but the intensity should be easing up. We'll see some drizzle and some mist as well, and that may continue right through the evening commute and the first part of the night tonight. Cloudy skies, areas of fog overnight. Temperatures still holding in the mid and upper 50s. And then as we move into your Tuesday, finally breaking into some partial sun and warmer temperatures. But today, not only is it rainy, but it is raw. Temperatures near 60 degrees through the morning. We may actually even fall a few degrees later in the afternoon into the upper 50s, especially eastern Massachusetts, with showers and drizzle lingering through the day. So a tough beach day, 62 degrees, moderate risk of rip currents on the bay. Visibility is poor at times, especially in the heavier rain this morning. Waves around 2 feet, and the high tide coming up here under an hour, about 7:30 this morning. Out in the Gulf of Mexico, National Hurricane Center watching this cluster of thunderstorms. Still pretty disorganized. However, in the next few days may develop into a tropical depression or tropical storm. The National Hurricane Center going to send a Hurricane Hunter aircraft out to investigate that today, and again may become our next tropical system. 7-day Futurecast, about 60 to 63 today, 80 for the high temperature tomorrow. There may be an isolated afternoon thunderstorm in the late afternoon and evening on Tuesday. Most of the day is dry. Wednesday looks great, 77, low humidity. Another chance for a passing thunderstorm by Thursday evening. Again, most of the day looks dry. Friday looks good, 78 degrees, and then I have showers for Saturday afternoon into perhaps Sunday morning.